Now see one question. We are going to solve one question of accounting equation. I am giving you one question. You just pause the button, read the question, note it down in your copy, and then see how this question is going to solve. Okay? So the question is, solve the accounting equation on the basis of the following transactions and also prepare balance sheet. So first of all, we have to see the transaction, and accordingly we will identify column of how many assets and we will open the column of how many liabilities. So first one is started business with cash. So when we start the business with cash, the effect will be on capital, and we have started the business through cash. So asset side, this is assets is equal to capital plus liability. So asset side your cash will be affected, and this side your capital will be affected. So we have to find it out first regarding the column. How many column we will open for accounting equation for assets and liabilities. So second is purchase goods for cash and on credit. When we purchase the goods, the effect will be on stock, asset side, and in liability side the effect on creditors. Effect on creditors in the liability side, effect on creditors. Next है goods costing 48,000, sold at a profit of 33 and 1/3%. 3/4 of the payment is made in cash. So when we have sold the goods on credit, some part is on credit and some part is on cash. So if we have sold the goods on credit, then it means debtors will be affected, stock will be affected, and cash will be affected. Okay. Similarly, goods costing 20,000, sold at a loss of 5%, out of which 12,000 received in cash. So 12,000 the cash will be affected, debtors will be affected for the credit, and stock will be affected, and from the profit capital will be affected. Now see one by one. Okay, so these are the account which we are going to operate in this equation. So format is accounting equation heading is accounting equation. Start with the serial number of the transaction serial number. This is for transactions. We have to write the transactions over here in this space. We will write the transactions. Now in assets there the three account is affected: cash, stock, and debtors. So assets is classified in cash, stock, and debtors. Cash, stock, and debtors, it is classified. This side is your asset side. This is your assets, and assets is classified into two: cash, stock, and debtors. And this side your liabilities only creditors. There is only one item in liabilities, that is creditor, and rest is your capital. Okay, this is your capital. Now I'll start the transactions. So transaction number one is started business with cash. So you write the transaction as it is given in the book, given in the question. Just write it as it is. Started business with cash. Write it as it is. Started business with cash ₹60 and goods ₹30. So when the business has started with cash, so cash will increase by 60, and started business with goods, the effect will be on goods by 30. So cash will increase by 60, stock will increase by 30, and the total it will be your capital by 90,000 will be your capital. 90,000 will be your capital. So equation is balanced. This side 90 and this side, that side also 90. So equation is balanced. So this is the first transaction. Now transaction number 2. Purchase goods. You write the same thing over here which is given in the question as it is. Purchased goods. Goods for cash and write it down. For cash rupees 40 and on credit rupees 25, you write it in this space, transaction space. You write this the same thing over here in the space of transactions. Okay. Thereafter you see the effect. When the business purchase goods for cash, so when it is purchased for cash, so your cash will reduce because you have done the payment by cash. So cash balance will reduce by 40 and on credit it is 25. Credit it is 25,000 goods is purchased on credit. So 25,000 on creditors is increased by 25, cash is decreased by 40 and total stock will be increased by 65. You have purchased goods 40,000, payment is made by cash, 25,000 on credit. So total stock will be 65, increased by 65, whereas the cash will decrease by 40 and one liability will be increased by 25. I have written in bracket for negative indication. The value which I have written in bracket or will write in bracket indicate the minus, indicate the negative figure. So the equation is, after this transaction we have to see the equation. Where there is no item, no amount, I put the dash. Now here 60 minus 40, it is 20. It is 95, add, no value is here 25, here 90. So this side total is 1,15,000 and this side total is also 1,15,000. So equation is balanced. This is your new equation after second transaction. New equation after second transaction. Now come to the third one. Third, goods costing rupees, you write down the whole statement, you write down the complete statement. Goods costing rupees 48,000, the cost of the goods is 48, okay, sold at a profit of 33 and 1/3%. So we have to find out the 33 1/3%. So it is 16, 33 1/3%. 48,000 into 33 1/3% means हो गया, that is 100 upon 3 into 1/100. Okay, into 1/100. 18,000. So it is 16,000. It is 16. So goods is sold for rupees 64,000. Sold for 64,000. Goods is sold for 64,000. 3/4 payment received in cash. 3/4 payment is for cash. 3/4. It means 1/4 is credit sales. So 3/4 of 64,000. 3/4 of 64,000. 48,000 and it is 16,000 is credit. So now see the effect. Goods costing rupees 48,000 sold, so that this will be reduced by, stock will reduce by 48,000, because goods costing rupees 48 is sold and this goods is sold at a profit so of 16,000. So your capital will increase by 16,000 because profit is transferred to proprietor account and proprietor account is your capital account. So profit is transferred to capital account, your proprietor's account, and 3/4 amount is received in cash. So 48,000 cash will increase this side and 16,000 is your credit sales, your debtors, your customer credit sales, debtors account will increase by 16. Debtors account will increase by 16. There is no figure in the liability side. So both side is equal. This side 48 plus 48 minus. So it is 0 and it is 16 this side. Net figure is 16 and this side is also 16. So accounting equation is balanced. Now find out the new equation after the third transaction. New equation after the third transaction. New equation after the third transaction, it is 68. We will deduct it here. 47, 16 as it is, 25 as it is. This figure will carry. Here it is 1,06,000. So both side equation is same. Both side equation is same. You can verify it. This side your assets is 68 plus 47 plus 16. So total is how much assets is 1,31,000 and liability is 25 plus 1,06,000, 1,31,000. So both side is same. Both side is same. Now come to the fourth one. Goods costing rupees 20,000 sold at a loss of 5%. Goods costing rupees, cost of the goods is 20,000. This goods is sold at a loss of 5%. Loss of 5%. Sold at a loss of 5% means 20,000 into 5 upon 100. It means 1,000. Sold at a loss of 5,000. It means goods is sold at rupees 19,000. Goods is sold at rupees 19,000. Out of which 12,000 received in cash. 12,000 rupees received in cash. It means the rest is on credit. That is your 7,000. Goods sold on credit is 7. Goods sold for cash is 12,000. So fourth equation is goods costing rupees 20,000 sold at a loss of, write the full sentence, 5%. Now see, goods sold at, goods costing rupees 20,000 sold. So your from stock 20,000 will be deducted. Stock will be reduced by the amount of cost. 5% is the loss. Loss will deduct it from the capital, because loss will be suffered by or bear by the proprietor, and here the proprietor name is capital represent the proprietor. Now 12,000 is received in cash, so cash will increase by 12, whereas the credit sales is 7, the debtors will increase by 7. So 12,000 plus minus 20,000, so minus 8,000 plus 7,000, so minus 1,000 this side, and this side is 1,000. Here there is no figure, to put the dash over here. So next equation is, new equation after the fourth transaction, it is 80,000, 68 plus 12, 47 minus 20, it is 27,000, it is 23,000, 16 plus 7, it is 25,000 as it is, no figure here. It is 1,05,000 after deduction of 1,000. Now fifth transaction, paid rent rupees 4,000 and salary rupees 6,000. This is the transaction number 5th. So when we have paid the rent and salary, our cash will reduce by 10,000. 4 plus 6, 10,000, and here no effect on stock, not effect on debtors, no liability, but your capital will reduce by 10,000 because due to these expenses the profit will reduce, and the profit, when the profit will reduce, it affect the capital. Capital will also be reduced. So negative figure is showing by me in bracket, inside the bracket, within the bracket. So it is 70, 27, 23, the previous figure as it is, 25, previous figure as it is, and it is 95,000. Okay. Next is sixth number. Received cash from debtors. Received cash from debtors. How much cash is received? 15,000 is received. So 15,000, your cash balance will increase by 15 because 15,000 is received by cash. And from debtor this amount has received. So debtors will reduce by 15,000. Debtor will reduce by 15,000. There will be no effect on other account. Now the new balance. Here the new balance. New equation. Here the new equation after the sixth transaction, it is 85, it is 27 as it is, so minus 8,000, 23 minus 15, 8,000, 25 as it is, the previous figure, 95 as it is. So this is the accounting equation, new equation after the six transactions. After the sixth transaction, this one is the equation. Now come to the seventh equation number, transaction number 7. Paid telephone bill. Write the full sentence. Rupees 800, so 800 cash balance will reduce by 800 because cash will affect, because you have paid the money in cash, business paid the money in cash, and telephone bill is your revenue expenses, and because of this revenue expenses the profit will also reduce. So when the profit will reduce, the capital will also reduce by the same amount, it affect the capital. So the final equation, there is only seventh equation, 7 transaction is there. So final equation is 00248, 84,200, 27,000 as it is, 8,000 as it is, the previous figure, 25 is as it is, and here 94,200. This is the final equation. In this question we have to prepare the balance sheet as well. So now next we will prepare the balance sheet. Is it clear? We will prepare the balance sheet. So this type side total is clear. Now we can verify the total cost, then we will prepare the balance sheet. This side creditors in means liability and capital is, final figure is 25. This one 94,200 your capital, total is 1,11,900, and this side is 84,200 is cash, 27,000 is your stock, and 8,000 is your debtors. So total is 1,19,200. Both side is same. This asset side total and this liability side total, capital plus liability, is same. Now we will prepare the balance sheet. Now we will prepare the balance sheet. Now see the balance sheet. Give the proper heading, balance sheet. balance sheet. We write the date as at. The format of balance sheet is very simple. One side we will write the liability, another side we will write the assets, other side we will write the assets. This side your liability side. Liability means both external liability and internal liability, means capital and liability, and this side is your asset side. Asset side, we will write the figure in rupees, amount in rupees. So your right hand side is your assets. So the assets, cash, one of the assets was there, cash, then your stock, then debtors. The three assets was there. Cash balance is 84,200. The final figure, final equation, 84,200 is the cash. Stock is 27,000 and debtors is 8,000. This side, liability side, external liability, your creditors, external liability is 25, whereas your capital, which is also known as internal liability, is 94,200. So we'll do the total. 1,19,200. 1,19,200. So this is your balance sheet. So balance sheet is clear. This figure we have taken it from the final figure of the equations. Final figure from the accounting equations. So this is the balance sheet. This side, right side your assets, left side is your liability. Liability consists both. When I am talking about liability, I have already discussed. Liability means, when I am saying about liabilities, it means it consists of external liability, external liabilities, and internal liabilities, which is called capital. Capital is your internal liability. So here capital is internal liability and creditor is your external liability, outside liabilities, outside the business. When the business has taken any loan or will take any loan from the firm, then that will be the external liability of the business. And when the business take money from the proprietor and proprietor has given the money into the business as capital to earn profit by taking some risk, then that is also a liability, but that is an internal liability. So capital is the internal liability, and all external liabilities like bank loan, loan from the financial institution, creditors, suppliers. So this side liability means capital and liability both, capital plus liability. So equation will always be balanced. This side is 1,19,200 and this side is also 1,19,200. So equation is balanced.